Hello, everyone, and welcome to week number 6 of Spiritual Beginnings. It's a really great thing that we are all doing for ourselves when we take time out of our busy lives to just spend some time on ourselves and the expansion of our minds, our spirituality, and our consciousness. Thank you to the Center for Spiritual Living for providing this very comfortable space for us to do it in. So tonight's topic is about habits and addictions. We have all had some type of habit or addiction in our lives. Habits and addictions are just repeated behaviors. Both can be negative or positive. Unfortunately, they usually have a negative association to them. Addictions, however, tend to have a little more power over us, or we've given up a little more of our power to them. So positive habits and addictions strengthen our minds, our bodies, and our lives. And those would include things like meditation, exercise, physical activities. Some people have that addiction to the adrenaline rush, like runners or bikers, and they just have to do it. So music, some people are addicted to music or dancing. My cousin was actually addicted to learning. For the longest time, she was a professional student. She'd get a degree, and as soon as she got her degree, she would go back and she would get another one. And she just spent like the early part of her life just going to school. The list goes on and on. Negative habits and addictions weaken our minds, our bodies, and our lives. When we have a negative habit or addiction, we're actually giving up our power to that habit or addiction. And that would include things like drugs, alcohol, tobacco, excessive eating or unhealthy eating, pornography, sex, mobile phones. So many people today are addicted to their phones. They cannot put them down. And if they put them down, they're thinking about it, and they automatically pick them up and start looking at them again. Blaming, judging, gossip. Did you ever see that person who just loves to gossip? They just cannot stop gossiping about people, and it's an addiction. Some people addicted to debt, being a victim, people going through their entire lives blaming all of their mishaps and trials and tribulations on somebody else or something else. So just always being a victim. My personal bad habit that I'm going through currently, not that I haven't gone through all these other ones, but my current one is teeth clenching. This is the time of my life I am like the least stressed I've ever been in my life. I'm happy, I'm content, no worries, and yet I have all of a sudden started clenching my teeth. And in the middle of the night, I must be like really grinding them because I'm actually starting to crack my teeth. So I had to go to the dentist and I had to get one of those mouthpieces that I sleep with. So that's my current challenge. But regardless of whatever it is, we can always move beyond these negative limitations. Always. Not sometimes, not once in a while, not some of us, not in some circumstances. All of us, every situation, all of the time, are able to get past these negative habits and addictions. We are amazing creators of our realities. And with any of these negative addictions or habits, there's always an underlying reason why we continue with the bad habit or addiction. We don't just do them for the sake of doing them. We keep doing them because it's either filling a void, it's pacifying an emotion, masking a pain or a loss. It could be anything like that. Maybe the negative habit or addiction is replacing self-love or the lack of love and companionship, lack of connection, sense of inclusion or belonging, so just not having that sense of inclusion or belonging, a lack of time. We're always rushing around, and we're creating this bad habit of thinking we don't have enough time. Lack of peace due to stress, and it's always some form of lacking in our lives. Many drug addiction studies have been done with very interesting results. And I'm going to use drugs as our examples of the addictions, only because it's a little bit more, I want to say, clear. If you went into a hospital, because many people think that heroin, somebody does heroin, you do it once, boom, you're going to be hooked on it. You're going to be addicted to it. It's really kind of the mentality that we've been taught all along. If you do heroin, you're going to get addicted to it. But when you go into the hospital, any of us, if we were to get severely injured and you spent a few weeks in the hospital, they're going to put you on a drug called diamorphine. Diamorphine is the purest form of heroin. So better than anything you'll ever get on the street. And you'll be taking that for a good 20 days, 21 days. And when you finally come out of the hospital, you're not hooked on heroin. Even though you were taking it every day, maybe a couple times a day, for 21 days, you're not hooked on it. When your grandmother, God forbid, breaks a hip or something, and she goes into the hospital, they're going to put her on diamorphine. And she could be on that again for 21 days. When grandma gets out of the hospital, you don't find her trying to score drugs on a street corner. Because everybody goes back, to their connected lives. The ones that might get hooked on it didn't have connected lives, or those connected lives were lacking, or they were lacking something in their lives that the drug was replacing. So a government study was done on Vietnam vets. In Vietnam, there was a lot of heroin use going on in Vietnam. So what they did was the government actually tracked the vets when they came back from Vietnam to see if they continued with these heroin habits. And 95% of all the Vietnam vets that were using heroin in Vietnam, when they came back home, they stopped using it. 95%. 5% of them did continue. So we'd have to assume that the 95% that came back to connected lives, came back to, a life of not lacking, where the 5% probably left here in that lacking state or that disconnected state. So when they came back, they found peace, or they found comfort in continuing their addiction. So of course, extended use of a drug can create a physical dependency. There's no question with that. But still, there is nothing that can't be overcome by us. No matter how long you've been doing a drug, no matter how long you've had your addiction, there is nothing that is greater than us to overcome. Bruce Alexander was a professor of psychology in Vancouver, or is. I don't want to say that he's not with us anymore. He did a very interesting experiment. And what he did was he took a rat and he put it into a cage by itself with nothing but water, food, and a bottle of heroin. So immediately the rat was taking the heroin, ate very little of the food, and drank very little of the water, and just kept consuming the heroin until finally the rat overdosed on the heroin. He did the same thing. Now he took several rats and he basically built this huge habit trail, Disney World for rats, all kinds of activities for them to play, do. Lots of rats to play with. And they put the food, they put the water, and the bottle of heroin. All the rats ate the food, all the rats drank the water. Very few of the rats even touched the heroin. And those rats that did touch the heroin didn't go back and didn't become addicted to it. They just did it a couple times and that was it. So what this shows is that when the rats had a connected life with other rats, activities, things that kept their mind busy, they did not become addicted to the heroin. So the same thing happens in our lives. When we have connected lives and everything, basically our lives are at peace, we're happy, we're content, the chance of us getting addicted to anything negative is really slim to none because we're not trying to replace something that's missing. So when something's lacking in our lives, we tend to bond with something that gives us some sort of temporary relief. In Portugal, in the year 2000, 1% of the entire population was addicted to heroin. And they were following the good old US of A way of dealing with drug addiction. They would punish the drug addict. They would shame the drug addict, and like we do here in the United States, and then put them through a program, maybe a rehab. And then when they finally get out of rehab, we put them into halfway houses, into communities with other drug addicts, and we basically, exclude them from society. And our success rate of people not going back to the drug are very small because we're not replacing the thing that's lacking in their lives, and we're shaming the addicts, and we're basically excluding them. We're making the problem worse. If they had a disconnected life, we're actually disconnecting them even more. So what Portugal did is they would take the money that they were putting into this US way of doing it, the US system, and they took that cash and they would put it towards getting the addicts a job. Not a job among other addicts, but a job among the regular population, the non-drug doing population. They would give them a home, and they would put them into a social life, not with other addicts, but with people who were not doing drugs. And they would basically get them back into society. Well, their heroin use significantly dropped, and their success rate with this program was phenomenal. So another thing for us to think about. So what have we learned from this? Well, the opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection. Well, that's really interesting, Greg. So what can we do about it? Well, when we have a negative habit or addiction, and we are ready to take our lives and our power back, one, we need to be ready. We need to believe that there is more to our lives than this negative habit or addiction. And we really, really need to we need to have that belief. And remember, a belief is just a thought that we keep thinking. So, number one is you need to be ready. Number two, become aware of what it is that's lacking in our lives. So do some soul searching. See what it is that addiction is replacing, that's missing in our lives. Number three, remove all triggers that reinforce the negative thought and behavior. Often this could be people, maybe people that you associate with your addiction, places that you associate with the addiction, and now, unfortunately, it could be apps. So apps on our phone or websites, anything that will trigger your thoughts to go back into that negative addiction. Number four, replace the negative habit or addiction with positive things. That could be something like getting yourself onto a spiritual path, meditating, getting involved with maybe a healthy hobby that you once had or still have. Anything that's positive that you can fill that emptiness or that void that you're replacing with that negative habit or negative addiction. Number five, keep reminding ourselves how incredible we are. We can do anything we put our minds to. There is no challenge greater than us. Number 6, keep positive people in our lives. So stay away from the negativity, stay away from the negative people, the things that might draw you into the negative habit or negative addiction, and replace it with positive, successful people, successfully spiritual people, loving people, financially successful people, if that's something that is important to you. Number 7, be kind to ourselves as we begin to take our power back. It's a difficult road. Nobody is saying it is an easy road. It's a difficult road to change the way that we think. But if you follow those steps, it will make it so much easier for you. We will always succeed when we have made up our minds, always. And there is so much more to life than living with and accepting a negative habit or an addiction as our reality. We deserve so much more than that, and life can be so beautiful. So we're going to begin our guided meditation, and the focus is going to be on releasing our attachments to negative habits and addictions and creating positive realities for ourselves, saying no to the negative thoughts and vibrations that don't serve us. The benefits of meditation are incredible and life-changing, and that's a guarantee. When we take time to quiet our minds, the benefits to our bodies and our minds is immense. The more we do it, the greater the benefit. There is no right way or wrong way to meditate. The more that we do it, the easier it becomes. The idea is to calm your body and your mind and then go on a journey of positive thoughts and creating positive realities for ourselves. You're basically training your mind to quiet itself more efficiently. So use your imagination. Some people can visualize better than others, so don't think that you're doing it wrong if your mind wanders, and just acknowledge that it wandered and then bring it back to my voice. Be kind to yourself. You're doing a great thing for yourself just by being here tonight. So if you're not able to follow along, just enjoy the relaxing sounds and the quieting of your mind. I'm also putting these meditations and topics on YouTube as well, so you can do them at home whenever you want. Just go to youtube.com and search on my name, Greg Koslowski. So is everybody ready to take this moment to relax and release negative energy and bring positivity into our lives? Yes? Okay, everybody nodding. Go ahead and take a moment and get yourself comfortable. Put your feet flat on the floor in front of you. Sit up with your spine straight and your shoulders back. Place your hands in your lap. And let's close our eyes and begin taking 10 deep, continuous breaths. The exhale, followed by the inhale, without any pause between them. With each breath that you take and each breath that you exhale, you allow your body to just relax more and more. Feeling any worry that you had from your day just start to melt away. Your mind is starting to quiet down. You can feel your eyelids get heavier and heavier. Let the sound of my voice take you deeper into relaxation. If you hear any sounds around you, let that take you into deeper relaxation too. Let any thoughts that you have take you even deeper and deeper. Very good. Go ahead and just sit with this deep, comfortable feeling. Just relaxing deeper and deeper, letting the sound of my voice guide you, letting any stray thoughts just float away, clearing your mind, relaxing your mind, relaxing your body. Just following the sound of my voice. Let your mind go. Let your body just relax. Just let it go. This is your time for relaxation. Your time for peace and quiet and calmness. And it feels so good to relax deeper and deeper. Because the deeper you go, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go. Just let your eyes stay closed because it feels so good to not have them open. And to keep your eyes nice and relaxed, your eyelids nice and relaxed. It feels so good to have them closed. Notice if you have any tension in your body. Identify where it is. And on your next inhale, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let any tension that you've been holding on to just melt away with that exhale. And you can repeat that if you need to. Feeling if there is any other tension left in your body. Breathing in and then breathing that tension out. Just relaxing. Very good. This is exactly where you are supposed to be right now. Just concentrate on your breathing. Each breath relaxing another muscle until your body is totally relaxed. Any tension left in your muscles releases now. Let that warmth work its way into your muscles, relaxing them, softening them. Your joints are fluid and move easily. And with every breath you take, you feel tension leave your body as soon as you exhale. You can feel it now. Your breathing is effortless. Your mind quiet. Now a wave of relaxation and peace starts at the top of your head. And it travels down your neck, into your chest, your arms, your core. Feel that deep relaxation travel down your spine, to your legs, and your feet, and all the way down to your toes. You can go ahead and enjoy this feeling. Be here with it now. Give in to that relaxation. Go ahead and relax your facial muscles one by one. Starting with your forehead. Now your eyes and your eyelids, your cheeks and your jaw. Your mouth is relaxed. Maybe it even falls open if you wanted to. Your chest is so relaxed now. You feel it open and connected to yourself. And you are aware that your body is relaxing. Let it flow through your body now. This comfortable, peaceful feeling flows through your veins into every cell until you are now fully relaxed, breathing deeply, evenly, letting thoughts flow in and out as they will, but paying no attention to them. As you enjoy this wonderful state that you're in. Very good. I'm going to count from 5 down to 1 into the deepest level of relaxation. Just follow the sound of my voice. You are always safe and secure. From 5 down to 1, down to the deepest level of relaxation, where you will relax even deeper. 5, more and more relaxed. 4, it feels so good just to let go. 3, removing negative thoughts and building positive beliefs. 2, going down to the deepest level of relaxation. 1, breathing deep. You are here safe and secure in the deepest level of relaxation. Very good. I want you now to imagine that you are in a garden. The air is pure, clean, and refreshing. It's as if the world has not touched this magical garden. Almost like it's from another time or another place. The colors are so vivid and rich. You wander towards some beautiful flowers, and as you approach them, the scent grows more and more fragrant than anything you have ever experienced. And the rich colors brighter than you have ever seen. It's so incredible here. And you take a deep breath again and inhale the soft, warm, fragrant air. And as you breathe out, you relax deeper and deeper. And as you continue on your way in this garden, you can feel the grass underneath your feet cool to the touch. It feels so good to just let go and be in this wonderful place. This garden is a place of your creation, and it gets to be as you like. Breathing in the fresh air, filling your lungs with clean, fresh oxygen that refreshes every cell in your body. As you walk further along, you hear the birds singing, and the rays of sunlight gently caress your face. You feel so safe and so relaxed. Safe and relaxed. Listen to the sound of my voice and just let your mind wander. Let the subconscious take over. As you continue, there is a pathway lined with large stones that leads to the beach. There are 10 stones, each one with healing properties. As you step on the first flat stone, you feel yourself become deeper relaxed. 10 stones leading you on that path. And now you come to the 9th stone. As you step on that stone, you are surrounded by a protective bubble. This makes you feel so good inside and out. Step again to stone number 8. Deeper relaxed, feeling so good. Now 7. You feel a sense of confidence. You know inside that you are up for any adventure. This is the stone that invokes the brain, memory, and insight. 6. Deeper relaxed, doubling your relaxation. Step to 5. Your subconscious is fully listening to everything I say. 4. So relaxed. You feel so good to just let go, doubling your relaxation. 3. 2. Breathing deep and steady. 1. You have reached a sandy beach. You have reached this beautiful beach with miles of white sand. As you walk across the soft sand, you gaze out to the distance, and you see the vastness of the sea, watching how the waves roll towards the beach, one after another. You can hear the sound of the waves building up and then fading away as they near the beach. As you walk to the water's edge, you can see your reflection in the water. You can see that you are so relaxed. There might even be a smile on your face because you are meant to be on this journey. Your feet sink deep into the sand. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, completely comfortable in this moment, releasing into relaxation, letting go of your thoughts. Your mind is quiet and relaxed. In this deeply relaxed state, you realize that you always have the ability to take your power back from bad habits and negative addictions. It's about staying focused on the things that are positive and releasing the attachments to the negative things that had control over you. As you go through each day, your negative habits and addictions fade away. Your positive habits begin to take root and flourish in your life, bringing peace, joy, and contentment and love into your life. You understand that this is your life, and you are always in control. You are taking your power back. You're replacing any negative habits and addictions with positivity, removing all things from your life that trigger negative behaviors. You are now focusing your attention on the things that strengthen your mind, your body, and your life. You are always guided by your higher self, which has no limitations. There is no challenge greater than you can ever handle. You are forgiving yourself, and you are ready to move on with positive habits. You are releasing the power that negative habits and addictions had over you, and you are replacing them with new positive habits. Things that make you feel great, things that make you feel proud. You understand from every depth of your being that no bad habit or addiction is ever stronger than you. You are in control. You are incredible. And you are incredibly strong. You decide who, what, where, when, and how. You are replacing negative habits and addictions with the things that make you feel good all of the time. With things that build your life, energize your heart, and bring peace and joy into your life every day. You are replacing negative habits and addictions with things that you are proud of. Things that are in line with the incredible being that you are. You will have the happy and fulfilling life that you deserve. Any reasons that you ever had for creating these negative habits and addictions in your life will cease to exist. You are in control always. You own your power. You are much greater and stronger than any negative habit or addiction. Whenever a negative thought even enters your mind, you will immediately be transported to this quiet place in your mind, this place of power, peace, love, and positivity. Instantly feeling your power and your strength overwhelming the negative thoughts and bringing you to this place of positivity, reconnecting you with your higher self, and flooding your thoughts with positive and uplifting feelings. Negative thoughts or behaviors have no control over you now or ever. You can feel those negative habits and addictions melt away as positive energy fills every cell in your body. As you enjoy this feeling of empowerment and control, you have an incredible feeling of excitement as you look forward to a life of positivity, joy, peace, love, and rewarding positive habits. In this deeply relaxed state, I want you to imagine that you are holding on to a string. Attached to the string is a red balloon. This red balloon is filled with all of your negative habits and addictions. The balloon begins to become lighter and lighter. You release the string as you watch all of your negative habits and addictions drift away above the clouds and so far away. You completely lose your focus on the red balloon as it disappears into the distance, taking with it all attachments to negative habits or addictions. You take a few moments to enjoy this completely relaxed feeling, knowing that you can come here whenever you'd like and however often. Whenever you get a negative thought or urge, you will remember this place inside you, filled with power, control, positivity, peace, and love. You will immediately release the negative thoughts and urges and replace them with positive thoughts and positive habits. You will remember that red balloon that floated away with all of your negative habits and addictions. I'm going to begin to count down from 10. With every number counting down, you begin to become more aware and conscious. 10. Feeling completely relaxed and peaceful. 9. filled with a great knowing of your control over your life and becoming more aware. 8, surrounded with a bubble of positivity and self-love. 7, with an excitement, knowing that every day is going to be filled with positive habits. 6, relaxed and secure in your knowing that you can come here whenever you want. 5, becoming more and more aware as you listen to my voice. 4, ready to begin your life in full control as you become more and more aware of your surroundings. 3, being conscious of your breaths and aware of the relaxed state of your body and becoming more and more awake. 2, with an overwhelming feeling of peace, love, and relaxation, you become completely aware of your body and yourself. 1, with a very relaxed and joyful feeling throughout your body, you return to this room, here and now. Becoming fully awake, you open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. Take a few moments to gain your bearings and enjoy the relaxed feeling that you have. How do you all feel? Good. I see a lot of heads nodding. Some people with their eyes still closed. That's good. Just take your time. I have an affirmation that you can repeat to yourselves throughout the week. I forgive myself and I set myself free. I forgive myself and I set myself free. So remember, a belief is just a thought that we keep repeating. So starting tonight, why not have a belief that all of our realities are positive, uplifting, peaceful, and loving? I hope that you all take something positive away from this experience tonight. I know that I always do. And I'm grateful to the Center for Spiritual Living for providing this comfortable space for us. Thank you again for all coming out tonight. Hopefully I will see you all next week. See all of you next week. Bring friends and family and whoever else that you think could benefit from this. The more people we touch, the happier all of our lives can be. Thank you again for coming out, and namaste.